The first thing I want to talk about in this module on energy is breaks. Now, I don't know if you're someone that takes a break every hour or so, or maybe you don't take any breaks at all because you're too busy. So research from the University of Colorado compared people who took one 30-minute break or no breaks at all with 6 5-minute walking breaks. So still half an hour amount of time. And they found that those that took 6 5-minute walking breaks throughout the day had significantly more energy, better focus, and better mood, particularly in the afternoon. So rather than taking one big long break, try to take regular 5-minute breaks. And if you're having a regular, really hectic kind of day, there was really interesting research published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology, which showed that a 40-second green micro break, that is looking at a view of greenery, increased concentration levels by 8%. So taking less than a minute to look at some trees will work wonders for your productivity. Now, the next thing I want to look at is stress, which is a major zapper of energy. So I want to introduce you to a strategy called worry time. So here's how worry time works, and it will significantly reduce your stress. Firstly, create a new note page on your phone or a new list in your to-do list software called worries. Then block out 10 to 15 minutes, ideally every day at about the same time and same location, and label this block of time worry time. So make sure your worry time is scheduled for at least 3 hours before bedtime. So for the next week, whenever you find yourself worrying about something, write it down on your list and tell yourself that you'll dedicate time to worrying about it later during your worry time, and then just stop thinking about it. Then when worry time comes around, go to your list and start to worry, like really go to town, catastrophize, do whatever you want. You might even problem solve. And when your time is up, stop thinking about your worries and get back to what you're doing. So repeat this daily for the next 7 days. Now, while this strategy might seem counterintuitive, it comes from cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's actually called stimulus control. So research has shown that a daily worry time ritual, like I've just described, actually reduces stress levels significantly over a 2-week period. That's all it will take for you to feel a difference with your stress levels. Now, finally, I want to switch gears and talk about a concept called tunneling, which was coined by Princeton University psychology professor Eldar Shafir and a Harvard economist, Senthil Mullainathan. Now, when we have limited cognitive resources, that is brain power, due to stressful things going on, like a pandemic, brain adopts tunnel vision and misses the opportunity to identify and solve problems. And when we're dealing with 1 or 2 big issues in our lives, our brain power diminishes further, so we don't have the mental capacity to deal with other things. In the context of problem solving, when we have a few really big problems to solve, we simply don't have the resources or ability to solve all our problems, especially the little ones. So we adopt tunnel vision and as a result, engage in short-term reactive thinking. So over the next few days, I'd love you to pay attention to the little problems that are using up a lot of your energy. I call them recurring irritants. So this is what you're going to do over the next few days. I want you to document at least 2 or 3 recurring irritants. So these are tasks that you do regularly that frustrate you, that annoy you, or simply find boring. And you do them regularly, maybe once a week or even daily. So for me, for example, a task that I used to do weekly is upload my podcast episodes for How I Work onto the platform where it's hosted. This is an annoying, tedious task that takes me about 15 minutes a week. But over the Christmas period, when things were a bit quieter, I recognized this and I wrote up instructions on how to execute this task and trained Inventium's wonderful virtual assistant to do this task for me. Now, once you've identified these recurring irritants, you're either going to delegate it to someone like I did, so delegate the task, stop doing it, like maybe it's a recurring irritant that's a weekly report that you write that nobody actually reads. You might purchase a solution or alter the activity so that it's no longer irritating. So good luck with applying those things to get higher energy levels.